What you saying, bro? You saying your dad? What you saying, bro? What you saying, bro? What we saying? Morning. Morning Flux, morning your dad, morning Nick, morning VGOT, morning James. What we saying, boys? Let me know what pairs we're looking at today. Let me know what pairs. Just let some people get in here. Right, what we saying? What you saying, James? Just mirrors lose mic dead low. Yeah, I've got a new mic. Hang on. I've got a new mic. I'm building this setup. I'm just improving it bit by bit. I've got a camera on the way. That's the reason I'm on my laptop still, is because I've got my PC here. But I don't have a camera for it, but I've got this mic now. So next stream I'll have this. Next stream I'll have that. That is so much better than the old mic. Trust. Let's let some people get in here. Let's let everyone get in here. Alright, let me know what we're saying. EU, GU, EU same as you. What you reckon on GU? Are you looking for an entry off the order block? Off the DTO, bro. Daily True Open. Would you not prefer to sell GU instead of EU? Yeah, we'll get into that, bro. GU long from Friday 50, GU EU. Morning, lad. Morning, Tom. What you saying, bro? Too much high impact news today. Doubt it's worth trading. Yeah, there's loads of news. So much. Okay, this one's better, apparently. Sweet. Sounds okay to me. Sweet. GU sell from DTO. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Morning, Hamza. What you saying, bro? Yeah, let me know EUG, what we're looking at. Longs, shorts, what we're trying to do. I mean, obviously, GU would be a lot nicer, but it's less likely to come back in. EG again, I was really looking for decent buys. I mean, you could have really entered off that. I just didn't really have a clear defined target, but this would have been the move on EG. To be fair, we'll probably re-tap in. You know what EG's like. Once it taps it once, it probably will tap it once, twice, 3 times. So, yeah, this is one of my more ideal moves because we've actually got a really clear bias. So you can see. What is this line, though, that keeps appearing? Can someone tell me what this is? On EG, what is this line? You may can't even see that. This fucking blue line here. Like, yeah, this thing is just the indicator bugging, bro. For some reason the DTO just see if my TikTok's unbanned. See if my TikTok's. I think my TikTok is unbanned actually. Should probably jump on there. sweet. Get this link in. Sweet. Hang on a sec. Yeah, pattern this YouTube. Yeah, let me know if we're looking at longs or shorts, because a lot of people's looking at different things on EU and GU. So let me know what we're looking at. Yo, bear with me a sec. Go and load up the stand. And boom. Just move it back. That's better. Alright, cool. Morning, Randy. Morning, Trap. 50% of the order block too. Yeah, probably no trades for me. Was thinking about GU long. GU longs off 1 hour. A lot of people going GU and EU longs. I'm not really too keen on the ALG buys. People say GU long, EU long. I'm in those buys on EG. Nice, DJ. Once, twice, 3 times, lady. It's the unemployment line. Yeah, I mean, we've got loads of news. Appreciate the likes, Michael and Rob. Yeah, we've got loads of news today. Absolutely loads of news. So, bear that in mind. To be fair, majority of the London news is done now. The only thing we've really got left is news for the pound. So the euro should be pretty steady now. And then obviously we've got a load more coming during the New York session. So, got to be careful with this one. G long to detail before news and I'll finish my day off. You streaming off your PC? No, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a camera. But I've got my PC here. Got it here. It's cooking. Trading on news. I don't think I'll enter anything EU sells. Hey bro, what do you think of EG will take out the low at 140? Do you not think EG will take out the low at 145? I'll get onto EG. I mean, first of all, let's get into EU and GU longs, because I know majority of the people in here are looking at buys on EU and GU. So let's look over potentially. Could that come through? I mean, so first and foremost, we've got this imbalance that's been filled. Hang on, let me clean this fucking camera. You're lagging. That's better. Alright, cool. So yeah, let's get into EU. If we make that fill, you can see, so we filled this imbalance, which is nice. Why I don't like this blue line. I'm gonna have to turn off the RHS indicator because I think it's that that's causing it. It is just so annoying. Anyway, on EU, right, so first and foremost, we're obviously bullish on the pair. We've got a clear higher time frame target as well. So our higher time frame target on EU is this high here. Right, the way we can tell it is the higher time frame target is if we look at the internal and external. So you see we've had the internal order block mitigated. That's a terrible drawing. Order block mitigated, so then we should move up to the high. Right, basic internal, external, right? So we should really see that continue. If we look at GU as well, GU's got a similar thing, which just had a bit more manipulation. So GU obviously had that CRT, which brought us back down to this fair value gap. So a lot of people would have been longing from this range here, trying to long from it with this range. Obviously, as I said, this got CRT'd, used as inducement, like that, and we actually fully filled this imbalance. So we came a little bit lower, filled the full imbalance, and again, we should be moving higher. We've got a clear target being the high, or the prior week high, whatever you want to class it as. So yeah, we are really looking all right, I suppose. I mean, this is the higher time frame though, you've got to bear in mind. So it's not going to massively make a difference. It's just, obviously, you want to ideally trade with your bias. It's not going to be the difference between a winner and a loser. Only 87 man on this live. Let's try to push it, boys. Everyone drop a like on the live. Everyone share the live. Everyone gas it in the Discord. Yeah, gas it in the Discord, boys. Let's get 100 plus man in here real quick, boys. It's difficult to break that 200 barrier. That's what I thought I was going to break it this week, but I don't think. But that is the next goal, 200. 2k subs, we're like 40 subs off 2k. So that should get smashed this week. And then let's stick with EU because I've got a different thing to say about GU. But yeah, that's basically EU. I mean, I personally wouldn't consider this to be the main imbalance. I would want it to come into the prior fit. So again, here's the prior range. We've got the low. Man can't really see my head in a way. If I missed any comments, let me read it again. Took a double on EU, GU faults. Everyone double tap the screen, man. If I missed any comments, just put them in again, boys. Let's get 3k likes. Actually, fuck 3k. 3 is my unlucky number. Let's get some amount of k likes, but not 3 or 13. Anyway, this is the range, and we just recently broke out of that range. So what we're looking to do is now have this range be traded into the discount. So if you look at the range, we've got a high, low, and we've got a 50%. So obviously we've got the premium and the discount. What we want to do when the price is at the premium, we want to wait till it retraces into the discount, and then we'll get optimal entries up to our external liquidity. So this is what we're looking for within the discount, is we're looking for internal liquidity. So I'm looking at this leg, what looks significant. Now straight away we've got this order block and this fair value gap just above it. So I'll be looking for price to come into this fair value gap, fill it, and then tap into the order block just below. So I'm going to mark out this fair value gap, which is I think what price is going to trade down into, and then go higher. So again, if we zoom out, we've still got this. It's pretty clean really, the internal, external. You can see, filled the internal, took the external high, filled the internal, took the external high, filled the internal, took the external high, right? So we just want to again fill the internal and then take the external high. Pretty simple stuff for EU. Pretty simple stuff. We'll go back to GU. GU's a sort of similar thing. So again, on the daily on GU, we got that clear target. We took the high. We got this. Sorry, we filled the internal. Any trades, bro? We'll get into that, boys. We'll get into the trades, and we just do a quick overview. Yeah, we got the range from the low to the high. We've just come into the fair value gap. We're pushing off. So as I said, we're aiming for this high up here. Let's go down into the 4 hour again to look at our internal, external, and this is where I start seeing CRT on this. So I'll show you. So if we again, let's just mark out CRT high. You can see, and the CRT low. So on this is the 8 hour, so not the best time frame, but I mean it's still, I use the 8 hours sometimes. Looking for the same on EU. Nice, bro. So again, I'd want price to come down. Now, what are we going to target once we do come down? I'd want to see this imbalance get filled again. Yeah, I want to see this imbalance get filled. So I think price, we can retrace down, fill our imbalance, and then again move up, take that external high and continue with that trend. So that's basically what I'm looking for on EU and GU. That's basically my overview. EU and GU. Any trades, bro? Now, no trades just yet, bro. I mean, we've got this EG. This should tap in. Hopefully we can tap back in. Hopefully we can tap back in. We obviously had this W in the signal group yesterday. These are two that we had in the signal group. We had that one on Monday, on Tuesday, and this one yesterday on Wednesday. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Over 6 are up in the signals this week, which is lovely. As I said, we're upping our prices, boys. Next week we are doubling our prices in our signals group. So if you want to get in, this week is your last chance to get in. Your last chance. It's your last chance. Yeah, here's the CRT. There's the CRT. Hey bro, do you not think EG? Oh yeah. Yeah, if I missed any comments on YouTube as well, boys, just let me know. EU sells entered off of 3-minute FVG, retraced into 30-minute. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see EU come up. If EU can come up a bit to this order block here, this will be will look like a really nice move. It's bang in line with the DTO as well. I don't want to turn on this because it's messing up my chart, but okay, it's not even showing it. Anyway, the DTO is here. Where is it? DTO is here. So I can see, hopefully, EU coming up into the DTO, tapping the order block, and then moving to the downside. So yeah, we want there's bare noise going on, bro. I'm trying to fucking focus. I can just hear bare people talking, bro. Morning, Lou, boy. What you saying, Mags? How you doing, bro? GU gonna dump, bro? Is this GU? This isn't GU. This is EU. I mean, GU is just struggling to reach any like level to sell. This is the equivalent level. I mean, it is nice we've got that CRT as well. But yeah, that's the move we want. It's just looking unlikely that we're going to be able to push up. It's about 15 pips away versus EU, which is probably about 10, I'd imagine. 11, 10, yeah, bang on 10. So EU's actually possible. I took ALG trade today. Fair play. Who's in? Let me know who's in a trade right now. Let me know, chat. Who's in a trade? Who's in a trade? Let me know. How much signals? We got lifetime is 500 quid, and monthly is 100 quid. But yeah, as I said, next week we're doubling prices. Do you have a VIP signals? Yeah, bro. Moods in the longs. What's your target for EG? Our target for EG would be the prior day liquidity, so the Asia session. You could aim for the London session high, but the RR is going to be a bit low. So yeah, I'd aim for this Asia high. I would aim for this, but again, you want to make sure you're entering what price is actually targeting in that specific move. Like, we're going to be targeting this over the whole day. We know that, but see what price is going to move to certain liquidity points. We know that's what controls the market. So say we got this. Oh my god, I've got to let this guy in. Holy, hang on. It's You, what a G. Say hello to the YouTube, bro.
Okay, bro. Nice. Okay.
Go on, take care, bro. Okay, now. Right, let me move this. Come on. Had to let him in. His name is It's Me Mario. It's just the most ridiculous moustache on. Big him up though. Funny guy. I'd like EU to close below this 4-hour internal liquidity within the next hour, trap buyers, and then sell off. Yeah, what I was saying about EG. I mean, so yeah, what price is probably going to do is it's going to target this liquidity because that's what it moves from. It moves to and from liquidity, so it's going to do this, go up to liquidity, but then we're not gonna just move straight up, right? Then we're gonna have to do the next thing. So then we may come down, fill a fair value gap, right? And then we're gonna move up a bit higher, targeting this high, for example, on the left, that high there. And once we target that high, we're gonna probably come down a little bit more, might even take out the low, manipulate, and then we're gonna move up, right? And we're eventually gonna hit that high. But we don't want to be in for that whole thing because that's like sitting in the trade for a day and a half. Like, we don't want that. We just want to sit in the trade for this bit here. Remember, it's efficiency that we're mainly looking for. So that's why I'll be targeting that rather than the actual full high. This is just the next liquidity that's within range. See, the prior Asia high not been tapped, so hopefully we can get another tap on the entry. That'll be nice. Lou, do you trade New York if your predicted move doesn't happen? Nah, bro. You got to think, like, New York's just a completely different session. It's a completely different session. It does its own thing. We're looking for the London manipulation before the main move. Before the main move. So we're not looking for the main move. We're looking for before the main move. Can I enter now if you want, bro? Why are you live yesterday? On YouTube, I'm live every day, boys. I'm live every day on YouTube. But on here, I sometimes get taken down. So make sure you're on my YouTube, boys. You turn the... One of my indicators has just been deleted. What the hell? That's sweet, there we go. Yeah, new video out today as well. New YouTube video out today. What pair? It says in the bottom right, bro. This is EG. Want EU to just continue moving up. This is our main move that we're looking for. It's definitely possible. We've got 5 minutes pretty much until this pound news. So we'll see what that does for EG. Price of the VIP group. We've got mentorship or signals, bro. Mentorship is $49 a month. Signals is $100 a month or $500 lifetime. But as I said, we're going to raise prices next week because we don't want too many people joining. I mean, it's just too high quality. Like, we want to keep the numbers steady. Because yeah, we are by far the best signals on the net, like by a mile. And there's genuinely no group that comes close to our group for signals. That's a fact. Our results this week will be better than every other group's this whole month or this whole year. We're on 6RR. 6 or 10 depending if you took the live trade, but 6R this week. Which means you would have made 6 times what you invested. EU just made a tiny 5-minute FVG, so it's a bit of a struggle. Let's have a look. I mean, yeah, if you're getting in on the age of liquidity, you're probably in off this order block now. Let me see. you saying, Dylan? That's probably what you're looking at. If you did get in, fair play. How many signals per day? It's not per day, bro. Again, that's only bad signal groups will do that. Only bad signal groups will have a minimum amount a day. That just shows you're about to get mocked, bro. Shows you're about to get mocked. Pound's gonna fly. Look, can I get your opinion on why we aren't going to Asia higher? It's because we're not tapped into anything, bro. We're not tapped into anything. There's nothing that we've really tapped into on the left here that would tell us that we're going to go higher. All we've really done is, as we said, we've taken the Asia low, but it's not really enough to just take the Asia low and then like, take the trade. I mean, you can if you want. Like, it's not nothing overly wrong with it, but especially with this wick here. I mean, we've literally just tapped into a massive wick, right? A massive news wick. So I want this low to get manipulated, and then we're going to go higher. Which is why I can see the London manipulation move being that we move higher, so we're going to induce a lot of people into getting into the continuations, and rather than having that continuation, we'll sell off, and that will be the manipulation. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some nice momentum coming up off that, just for it to come straight back down. Been cooking this week, 3 trades, 3 winners, about 8 are made. Lovely, bro. Lovely. Cooking, Dylan. So I'm saying 1 hour. I'm saying 1 hour FEG, then lower. Yeah, pretty much what we're saying. I mean, there's not really. I wouldn't really class any. Oh yeah, this FEG here. Yeah. I mean, I'm using the 15-minute, but it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. If I missed any comments on YouTube, just let me know, bro. What I love about Rich S is that there's no desperation, just quality setups. Yeah, that's it, bro. And this is what I was saying about a minimum trades a day. Like, if someone sends in minimum trades a day, boys, it means that they need broker commission. Like, no actual trader has a minimum trade per day. That's just like it just doesn't make any sense. Because it just means you're gonna start taking low quality setups. If you're just looking for them, there's not setups every single day. You got to trade a strategy and stick to it. The only reason these people send 3, 4, 5 signals a day is so they get broker commission, and they have to. If they don't trade for a day, then their broker will text them like, "Why aren't people losing money? Why aren't people trading? Why aren't people blowing their accounts?" Like, we don't have any broker affiliation at all. We only send our high quality setups, and that's it. And that's it. But yeah. This little order block here, let's see if we can continue up. We do want to just see us continue this momentum, I'll be honest. This is what we're waiting for. Go, appreciate that, Fareed. How did you entry this? This is a limit order, bro. What we saying, YouTube? If I missed any comments, man, just make sure you put them in again. Does May still trade New York now, bro? He doesn't. Lou, how many trades do you take on average per month on your main funded or your other fundeds? I'd probably take about 1 a week on my main fundeds, 1 or 2 a week on my main, and then probably almost one a day, I suppose, on my like smaller accounts. But yeah, on my main account, main fundeds, 1 or 2 a week, 1 or 2 a week. I found you guys through someone's random comment on Reddit. Why? What's the comment? That's mad, Fluxus, bro. That's mad. Is it too late to get into the EG long? We've got news in 1 minute, actually. We've got news literally now, so let's see what it does. We've got 30 seconds, we've got news, so I'd really wait until news happens, bro. I mean, you can set your limit if you want, set your limit, but news is probably either going to shoot it up or shoot it down. So if it does that, then decent. We've got 20 seconds left. Obviously, the news is here. Flash manufacturing PMI. It's not super important, but it is. it's red folder at the end of the day. So got 2 seconds left. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, again, as I said, this is why we're not really looking too much at GU. It's because we're so bearish. That's the reason. How long did it take to get funded? About a year, bro. It's not gonna go up to that. It's not gonna go up there to this order block, bro. Are you selling them crystal balls, Crizzy, or are you just keeping them to yourself? Mate, if you're wondering why my screen's like looks dead quality, it's just because I've got the face cam. Like, it's right, the screen looks all grainy. It doesn't look like that if I turn off my face cam. So let me know if you man want me to turn it off so you get a better screen. I'm waiting for that entry. EG just flew. I'm waiting for that entry. Oh, unlucky, bro. Even if I'm in EU. Wait, what do you mean? Wait. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you'll be sweet on EU. EU won't really change. At least I don't think so. Yeah, EU didn't really do much. And it was pound news at the end of the day. That move's just DXY. But we can see here DXY just continuing to the upside. So we've just mitigated this order block, or this fair value gap rather, on the 5 minute. So it's really easy to see order flow. You should always know where you're going next. So now we should move to this high. We should move up to this high here, which means that GU should break this low. I mean, it already has. And EU should also break this low. So yeah, I'm not going to lie, we're probably not going to come up here now. We're probably just going to have sells from here. We'll see though. We'll see. See, this EG is doing very well. What's your monthly percent aim? 5%, bro. Caught this EG, lovely, bro. You guys still taking it after 10? No, bro. Like how good it was here. Oh, I swear, no way. That's sick, bro. You should send me that post, Fluxus. No worries, Mario. What size is your small accounts? Like 50k, 50ks. AG just flew. Trust me, bro. That was the pound news. New PC. Yeah, I've got the new PC, bro. I've got it here, but I don't have a. I've got a face cam coming. So I asked the Discord, do you want me to go live on the PC with no face cam or laptop with face cam? And they said laptop. So EU is taking a beat in WTF. Even if, oh yeah, you're an EU longs, aren't you? Yeah, I mean, the only reason I can see us coming up is to sell. So that's what I'm hoping for you. I mean, I wouldn't think that we're necessarily going to take that low, but it's just what DXY is really showing us in terms of internal, external. Remember, price should always follow your internal and external, and if it doesn't, that's when you want to like notice that there's probably going to be a reversal. So if we start reversing here, right, we start moving down, and that means cool. We've filled internal, we should go to external. We know this, but we're rejecting it. So it tells us that a reversal is going to be coming, and we're going to go from external to external. But we take a internal, reject the external high, and instead go to the external low. If we can use internal, external, you basically always know where price should go. So then check UJ. So I'll check UJ in a minute. What are you looking for on UJ? Look at GU. What about gold? By the way, boys, wait, let me turn my oh yeah, it's deleted it, isn't it? So I don't know why I did that. It just randomly deleted this indicator. Just randomly deleted it. Yeah, boys, if you want to get in the Discord or watch on YouTube, I'll so wait, who's in the chat? If anyone's in the chat, comment my YouTube or my Discord. It should be on here, but yeah, it's just this indicator's fucked. All the indicators recently have just been terrible. Symbol size, title, large, normal, right. yeah, God knows, God knows where it is. God knows, but yeah, getting a Discord and mentorship boys. Sorry, getting a Discord and YouTube. What's your Discord and YouTube? It's not in your bio. Someone comment it, boys, if you can. Someone comment it. My YouTube is Richess Effects. We're live on there right now. My Discord, I can type it on the screen. It's normally on my watermark, bro. It's normally here on screen, but it's, mate, that's actually pissed me off, low-key. Low-key pissed me off. I would have it here, but bro, this indicator's just bugged to fuck. Indicator just completely bugs out. I'm not gonna lie, this one needs fixing. But the Richess indicator needs fixing. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, see, look, this title's just not here, bro. I'm trying to show you, man, the Discord, but like, God knows, mate. Someone comment my Discord though. Someone comment my Discord in chat. So Lou, GU has tapped the internal. Very interesting trade. I'm not here to be on it. I'm here. Very interesting trade. I'm in here to be honest, learning a lot. So Lou, GU has tapped the internal. Let's have a look. Tap the internal. Yeah, I mean, GU's tapped the internal. I mean, in terms of the higher time frame, no. So my internal is down here. So we know GU's a lot weaker right now. Remember what happened with GU with this range here, right? Remember what happened. So I want to show you two lows and two highs. So we got a low here. I'll show you. We've got a low here, high, low, high. Right, let's go on EU. Got a low, high, low, high. Right, so basically you can see with these range, you can EU just came down to the current range, mitigated the fair value gap and moved off. But you can see GU disrespected the main range, right? So it came into this main range and took out the low. So it disrespected this low and actually came into the internal of this range here, right? As you can see, this fair value gap here is what we filled, which is the prior range, right? Something from the prior range. So I'm pretty much, and the only reason it did that is obviously because the pound was a lot weaker at the time than the euro. So if we get rid of all these fucking dots, hang on. Right, so if we now go on the 4 hour, we're seeing a pretty similar thing. So we've got this current range here, which is this low, or this low rather, to this high. So a lot of people is obviously thinking, so we're going to mitigate the internal, so the fair value gap within this range, and then move up to the higher, which we might do that. We might do that up to that higher. But what I think we're going to do, as the pound is a lot weaker than the euro, so again, the euro probably will just mitigate that range, right? The euro's got a way more defined range. So, and it actually filled the fair value gap fully. If you see, I'll get into that actually, but yeah, the euro's got a way more defined range. You can see it's got a clear low, clear high. It's got a clear fair value gap in the discount, right? Versus GU, where it doesn't really have that, right? It's sort of just a continuation. It sort of just slopes up, right? And there's not really a range. The whole range is 2 candles. So the entire range is literally those 2 blue candles. It's literally this and this. That's the low, high. So it's pretty much just those 2 candles. So I can see this range being disrespected. Another reason for this, if we look at the fair value gap on EU, it tells us we don't have to come back to it because we've marked this out for the 4 hour. You can see we've pretty much filled the entire fair value gap, mitigated it, and then moved to the upside, right? But we look at GU, you can see we've literally just tapped into it. We've just moved into it a little bit. If we mark out our 50%, we've come nowhere near to 50% of it, right? We've come about 10% in, which tells me that we're going to do pretty much similar to what we did on the daily, which is disrespect, for example, this fair value gap and come to the one lower in the prior range. It's the exact same thing I'm looking on the 4 hour now. So I think we're going to disrespect this one and actually come lower down into the prior range, as we said, and then move. And how do I know, or why do I think it's going to disrespect further than that? Well, same way I knew it was going to do it up here because of CRT. You can learn a lot about the retracement once you know about CRT. It doesn't. I thought it doesn't need to fill the whole FVG. It doesn't necessarily, but you do want to see that. Right, I'll have a look at UJ in a sec. Yeah, but if you look at CRT, so you look at the high, see this big candle, it was disrespected, right? So which told us that we was going to come into the low, and what was sitting just below the low, obviously the full fill of this fair value gap, right? So this candle here told us even more that we was going to come into the prior range rather than the current range. So we'll go back to GU on the 4 hour, right? So this is the weekly where we had the CRT. Now if we go down on the 8 hour now, you can see the CRT is doing the same thing. So we've got this big candle, taking the high, got the low there, which we should trade into, was sitting just below it, the fair value gap, which needs to be fully filled. So price should come down, fill this fair value gap, take the CRT low, fill the fair value gap and move to the upside. If you don't know what CRT is, if you're watching on TikTok, just let me know in the comments and I can explain it. Everyone double tap the screen. Stu, can you drop the TikTok, drop the Discord and YouTube, bro? Drop the Discord and YouTube if you can. I should have it in my bio. My bad, boys. But if you want to find everything, to be fair, the easiest way, just go to my Instagram. Because I know you man have Instagram. Just go to my Instagram, Riches FX. I've got my YouTube and Discord in bio there. Just screenshot that. Everyone in the live screenshot that and get in the community. Cause sometimes my TikToks get taken down, but we're live every day on YouTube. But yeah, that's basically what we're looking for. That's our bias on GU versus EU. If that makes sense. Who's a programmer? Come on, help out. Oh yeah. Yeah, mate, I've no idea why that indicator was messing up. No idea. Yeah, appreciate that, Stu. Yeah, that's the Discord there, boys, if you want to get him. Hello, what you saying? 2%. EU tapped 4 hour FEG, 15-minute IFEG for longs. Yeah, I do hear that, but for me, this isn't really a great fair value gap. I mean, we filled the 4 hour 4 hour. Yeah. It's not really the ideal one. You sort of need to know a bit more about fair value gaps. If you look at, we've got one here, a tiny fair value gap here in the premium, or a big fair value gap here in the discount. I mean, you want to go for the one at the discount. Even if we don't react, even if we do react off the one in the premium, you don't really want to take it because it's just not high probability. You want to take it from that low there. Explain CRT, mate. Right, I do have a YouTube video. Let me quickly tell you the YouTube video. I'll explain it on live, but just so you man know and you can watch it after the live. I do a lot of, basically everything I do is free pretty much. That's how we like to grow our community, is by doing shit live and for free. So that people can learn. You'll see when you see my content, there's no flashing this, that or the other, even though we could flash cards, could flash holidays, watches, all the rest of it. It's not what we're about, boys. We come on here, we trade, and that's it. Show people levels. Are you getting in a short for EU? That's what we're looking for, bro. Yeah, so CRT is basically short for candle range theory. Let me quickly show you what video it is, just so you man know. It is, what is it? It's, this one. What is CRT for noobs? Find daily bias in 3 candles. So watch that on my YouTube channel. Anyway, so basically CRT is when we have a candle like this. So if we look at this EU, for example, even EU on the 8 hour. EU on the 8 hours. So, go on GU, fuck it. So we've got a candle. What you're looking for, number one, it's 3 candles basically. CRT is 3 candles. First of all, wait. Morning, bro. The funded account was supposed to be on dashboard CRB yesterday, but nothing. It should be there, bro. You'll refresh your dashboard. If not, I'll get onto them for you, bro. They might be having high volume or something, bro, and the dashboard's just lagging. But yeah, I'll get onto everyone. I'll get onto the account to make sure you get them. I reckon bro should get a mullet. Mate, I'm never getting a mullet. If I get a mullet, Take me off the map. Take me off the map. My head would not suit a mullet either. But yes, basically we want to look for 3 candles. One, well, mainly 2 candles to be honest. 1, 2. So the first one, you want a big candle like this, something that's big and it stands out, right? You can blatantly try it. Have you ever tried tying your hair up? Nah, I'm not gonna tie my hair up now. Yeah, so we get a big candle like this. We took the high. What we're looking for, you take the high and then close back within the candle range. So the candle range is from here to here. Hang on, it's from here to here. Right, this is the candle range. Oh, sorry, from there to there. So we want a candle to open, take out the high of the candle, and then close back within the range, candle range. That tells us that we are now going to disrespect and move to the candle's low. Right, so we take the high, we manipulate, but then the key is we close back within the range. We don't take the high and then like the candle prints like this, because then we're probably just going to go higher. We want to see a candle take out the high and close back within this candle range. Once that happens like it does here, you want this next candle and every other one to basically trade down into the candle low, or vice versa if it's the other way around. That's basically what we're not mainly looking for, but it's, yeah, someone asked in the chat, didn't they? I forgot for a second why I was even explaining that, but yeah. Are you just struggling to come higher? But it would be really nice if we could. I mean, we've got this fair value gap here, which has pretty much been filled. I want to see just how much has it been filled though. And yeah, it's been pretty well filled to be fair. Let's just wait and see. No worries, static. G Long's valid. I wouldn't be looking at G Long's. I've refreshed it. Check out, find out. But yeah, I will, bro. I will, bro. What is your entry price? If you want to know the entry price, get into the Discord. Do you want me to rap anyone? Yeah, go on, YA. Spit some bars, mate. Spit some bars, YA. Skullet. What is a skullet? I've got a mullet. They're sick. Mullet gang. Okay, how have I read the chat and there's like 3-4 people in the chat with a mullet, bro? What the hell is a skullet? Okay, now really? I'm not typing too quick, man. Oh my days. This guy's actually tried to get it seriously as well. That is awful. They're the worst ones though. That's the worst one. Why do so many Australians have a mullet as well? G buys, bro, clear as day. Why'd you say that, bro? Would it be worth to take a sell on GU? Oh wait, hang on. Oh yeah, would it be worth to take a sell on GU at 4.8? Let's have a look. It's a bit specific there. What is it? 5748. I mean, yeah, that is pretty much the area that I'd be looking for. But my point being that we're probably not going to come up to there. So yeah, I do agree that is where I'd be looking to trade it. That's near enough in line with the DTO as well. But it's unlikely, just given how weak the pound is, that we're going to retrace. Well, like 20, 25 pips, something like that. It's just unlikely that that happens. Imagine Scully with a mullet. What does Skull even look like, bro? I've got no idea what that bear even looks like, I'll be honest. Can you share the position on signals if you're taking the trade? Going for work, cancel the live. Yeah, no worries, it's Hamza. No worries, bro. Have a good one at work, mate. We know who we are. We know who we are. Champions of the world. We know who we are. I mean, YA, you had one job. You had one job. And you got the song wrong. Champions of the world. What are you talking about? Talking about Argentina. I think you're a Liverpool fan. Wait, I don't know who you support, but presuming it's champions of Europe. I meant Jack Scully. Too young. Scully from X-Files. Jesus. Who is Jack Scully? Who the fuck? Who are these random people? I think this is all the unks in my chat telling me about Jack Scully. What? Sorry, what oh, right, because of his name. I feel like I recognise him. I feel like he's been in something on like CBBC or something, but he just definitely hasn't. I'll be in a trade, not right now, bro. Well, to be fair, this EG is just pushing up. Yeah, if I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. Yeah, I hear you. I was driving. Oh, yeah, you, man. Do you have a cut-off time for when you stop taking a position for London, or will it take it? Yeah, so I'll stop by 10, bro. 10 is when I stop for London session. To be fair, you can still trade up to 11. I'll be honest, you definitely can, but for me, it's just a rule. And that rule's worked for me for like, that's been a rule I've had for like 3 years almost. So, yeah, I'm never going to really break that rule, but you can, I'll be honest, you actually can. You can trade past 10, because we do get nice volume until 11. But for me, the rules never failed me, so why would I change it? Do you know what I mean? Your boy Scully. Yeah, I thought you was talking about Scully as in a skull. In the Discord. Just going to 1 to 3 on ES. Lovely, bro. Morning from Espanol. Lovely. Got the members taking trips through their trading profit. Cleary in Spain right now. Let's go. Members killing it as always. I really wanted to take EG buys, but I didn't come below the age of low. Yeah, this was a DTO one, bro. So, I mean, the Daily Draw Open works really nicely on EG. This was a trade we had yesterday in the signals, 3.5R. Bro, this guy invites me every single time, Mr. Assad. I've got who's seen that guy on TikTok who goes live? He goes live saying like, "Why do you support Nigel Farage and all that?" Who knows what I'm talking about? He started going live recently. What? Wait. I'm the chill guy. I know you're a chill guy, but like, fucking hell. Do you want to stop smoking for 2 seconds so you can comment properly? What do you think of GJ's shot? Oh yeah, let's check GJ and EU. GJ and EU, because they're all moving pretty decent. Yeah, you can see that order block come in, mate. Fucking hell. Fuck you. UJ, right, let's have a look at UJ, because a lot of people's telling me, oh, UJ's cooking. Alright, let's see. Start off on the higher time frame. Yeah, we did nice on that CRT. Please stop inviting me. So UJ, let's just look on the 15-minute first and foremost. Actually, wait. I mean, on the 4 hour, oh, man, we're gonna have to start with a weekly for fuck's sake. I mean, yeah, it's kind of annoying. I wanted us to tap into this order block. We haven't actually tapped in yet. We could potentially be filling this fair value gap and then coming up to then come down. But again, it's quite a lot. I mean, it's a bit unrealistic to retrace 350 pips just to come up an extra 15 into an order block. You know what I mean? So yeah, we could very much just continue down, or we could be selling off just to fill and then go higher, like I said. But either way, I'd have the bias as bearish, whether it is to fill this to then go higher, or if it's just to fill this and then go lower. Either way, I'll be looking for this fair value gap to be further filled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it out as a line, just so it doesn't get in the way. Like this. Everyone double tap the screen on TikTok, man. What pair is that, G? Let me turn the indicator on. It says in the bottom right, bro. This is USDJPY. It says the time frame as well. EU's getting pretty saggy on MT5. What does that even mean? Either way, yeah. So this is our target really that we're looking to trade into. So this is our target here. Alright, did we have any weekly CRT? I didn't actually see. No, we don't have any weekly CRT. Let's look at the daily time frame. I mean, yeah, last two, it's difficult really, boys, because yesterday's candle didn't really give us anything. It sort of gave us CRT, but then obviously we just took the low anyway, and we know we sort of want to go lower. So not really much to gauge, I'll be honest, from I feel like my face is like bare zoomed in, but what can I really do? But yeah, UJ, it's just an awkward one. I want to try and see what we could be filling. To be fair, it does look like we could be, I mean, this candle's just very, very bullish, so I wouldn't say it's going to stop there. And there's nothing here to mitigate. Alright, yesterday we took the Asia high, we took the Asia low, so everything's really been mitigated. There's no massive imbalance that we need to fill to then come down. So it tells me we're actually going to do, similarly to what I was talking about GU, is we're just going to use this whole range here as inducement to fully fill this partially filled fair value gap. If you look at the fair value gap here, so this is the fair value gap there. You can see we've partially filled it, so we filled it a little bit here. Once we've partially filled a fair value gap, it's always a really good liquidity point. It's the existing high within it, and then we look to sell off. So now let's go down into our half hour, 15 minute. I mean, yeah, we can see the biggest inversion of all time sitting there. Yeah, clearly disrespecting the range. Yeah, I don't think we're going to come lower down into this range. I really don't. As I said, it's clear that we've disrespected this whole range pretty much. We've got the fair value gap. We should have came into it and sold off. Oh, mate. Should have came into it and sold off, but we didn't. We came into it, had a little rejection, and then this big candle clearly showing that we tend to go higher, and then this next candle, which is about to close, showing again we don't want to stop there, we want to go even higher. So yeah, I wouldn't be looking for shorts. I wouldn't be looking for ALG shorts. I'll be looking for buys up to this fair value gap, or even, just to be fair, I'd just be waiting until we get to this fair value gap and then selling. Once we're in here, I'll be looking at shorts, but until then, there's not really too much to go off. Let's go down the time frames a little bit. I mean, to be fair, wait, let's quickly remark some bits out. So this is the fair value gap we're talking about, this one here. EU, everyone's talking about EU. Someone said EU gone. Anyway, so this is the fair value gap that was filled and rejected. Now I'm just seeing how we did that on the 15. So you can see we filled that 15-minute fair value gap down there, and then took the external higher. Here we've just tapped into this. Hopefully we can come into it lower. So what I'd really be hoping for, if I was you trading UJ, which I don't trade UJ, but if you do, is I'll be hoping price comes further into this fair value gap, and now I can long it up to this higher. Now again, I do think this high is going to get reached. The reason I would aim for this higher rather than, I mean, you can aim for here first of all, and to be fair, it's probably a better target just because it's a little bit below. We may want to just take the liquidity above this high and then just come down anyway. Bear in mind, we're only buying to then sell off. But yeah. So yeah, I'd probably have to TP at this point of liquidity here, which is our New York high. So that's basically what I'm looking for. How does mine go? How does it go straight? Mine always go wonky. Yeah, so you want to hold shift. So you click it, click your thing, and it will be wonky unless you hold shift and then tap. So just wonky, you click shift, and it's stuck. Simple as that. People saying EU's gone. Yeah, I mean, it's to be expected, to be fair. Is CRT on all time frames? Yeah, bro. All time frames, but you wouldn't really see me using it in anything lower than the 4 hour, to be fair. 2 hour at the minimum. 2 hour at the absolute minimum. But yeah, it's present on all time frames, but I wouldn't use it below the 2 minute. Yeah, I mean, it came a bit short of our entry on EU, but it is what it is. EG should still be pushing up, to be fair, because the pound's even weaker. But yeah, that's probably EG. That's EU and GU cooked, to be fair. But I mean, yeah, look, the bias is spot on yet again. We knew exactly not to buy. A lot of people would be buying here, and they would have got absolutely cooked. So yeah, we knew not to. We knew to wait for this, and then look for buys once we're at a way better point within the discount and our internal liquidity. Same with EU, really. EU's a shame because that would have been a really, really nice sell. That would have been lovely right there. it is. Is what it is. Who's in any other pairs? Wait, let me read these comments. Managed to bottom tick EG. Couldn't ignore the 15-minute FVG it left after flipping bearish 15-minute level I was watching. Lovely, bro. The 15-minute. Yeah, nice. Oh, you got in off that. Yeah, nice. Off this fair value gap, I'm assuming. Which was bang in line. Obviously, my main entry was the daily true open. If you look at the 5 o'clock. That is where our daily true open is. EU's getting pretty sticky. This is always going to happen when we start getting psyched out for too long in a trade. Yeah, that's it, bro. It's just when you're sitting in for too long. It's when your psychology plays tricks on you. Can't see any execution. It's because this is trading view, bro. EU was too bait. Move was clear. Yeah, trust. I called EU sells from the 3-minute FVG. Nice. 4 hour, not looking good for the closure on EU. Buys will be in New York. Maybe, Dean. Maybe. I personally don't think so. I think we're going to come significantly further down before we buy, but we'll see. Price is fractal, bro. Yeah, exactly. Eurocad sells. Tommy, there's always one in it that insists on trading the most stupid pair. Eurocad, like, bro, what was wrong with Euro USD? You looked at Euro USD and thought, nah, Eurocad. Yeah, I mean, we're just selling off, really. Nothing more can really be said. We just filled this fair value gap here. Oh, filled this fair value gap, or I suppose you could say this order block up here. Filled this order block moving down. Again, it looks similar to basically what we're seeing on EU and GU, really. Is we've got this big range, and we're currently in the premium. So right now, you'd want to be selling until we're in the discount. At the discount, that's when you're looking to buy. So yeah, I'd just be looking for price to come further down until we get into this fair value gap here. It's got a nice bit of liquidity just above it as well, with that last little buy from the New York session before the close. You can see here, nice little bit of liquidity. So yeah, I'll just be looking to continue price down. I mean, we got 35 pips till we're in liquidity, and we got 25 till we're at the discount. So yeah, to be fair, on the 5-minute, I'd probably be looking for a sell from here, from this order block here. To be fair, mate. I mean, you can just track order flow. You can see, so we filled this fair value gap on the 15, rejected, broke structure, and then came up, filled this 5-minute order block, came down, and then we want basically the same thing, want us to come up, tap the 5-minute order block, and then come down again. So my position would be something like this, with your entry on the order block, your stop loss on the high, round it up to 4.9, you always want to round it up to 5, and then your TP on the low. The RR is not really great, so you're going to have to pick out a lower, something lower to aim for. I would probably use this wick right here. I'd use this wick right there. You can see it's about a 2 to 1 at that point. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing on Eurocad. GJ leaving those lows unviolated is illegal. Wait, let's have a look. Honestly, I've started seeing better setups at 7 AM. I don't know if I should start looking at those times. Yeah, man, I trade from 7 AM to 10 AM. In the mental ship, we trade from 7 AM to 10 AM. So we're on live with our members at 6 AM all the way through to 8. And then obviously I'm live on TikTok at 8 and YouTube at 8. But yeah, 7 to 10 is when we trade. The absolute best times to trade. Yeah, I know what you mean about GJ. I know what you mean. We've got these just annoying lows. So much liquidity here to be swept. So much liquidity. But bear in mind, it's only just been generated. So we had that big sell-off, and then this is just a recovery. So we're probably just going to recover. Because this, wow. This is the retracement leg, right? This isn't the leg up. It's the retracement leg. So leg down, this is the retracement leg. So that's why we're leaving it. Because we intend to come down anyway after. Sorry, after anyway. Hopefully Optimal will pay me out now. Have you got a payout due, Dean? That GU discount overlaps with the inverted daily FEG. Let's have a look at that. Good lesson. Trust mood. Check inbox. No worries, Elliot. With the daily inversion. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, true. Smart this out. So you obviously got the daily imbalance, and it is a good imbalance as well because you can see it is the distribution one. There's candle 1, candle 2, candle 3. Remember, with a fair value gap, you want candle 2 to be your distribution candle and the one that has the fair value gap. If you look 1, 2, 3, this one's clearly the distribution. So yeah, it's a good fair value gap there. Zeno invites you to co-host. Fuck it, let's jump on with him. How's it going, bro?
Me, mate, loving life. How about yourself?
Yeah, loving it, man, loving it.
What are you doing? Stocks and trading and that?
Yeah, man, a bit of trading.
What's it like, bro? I've never ever stepped into it.
It's good, bro, but it's tedious, man. You gotta be broke for like 3 years to start making money, man. It's fucking.
That's what they don't tell you, innit? They try and make it sound like you're gonna get money straight away, yeah.
That's it, mate. You gotta learn, bro. If you're a dickhead, you're never gonna learn it, man. People are just dickheads in life, and they think, "Oh, trading will save me," but.
Nah, bro. You see, this guy's honest. That's what I can tell you about him, people. I don't know nothing about trading, but I can tell you he's honest.
Come on.
Some other people I've spoken to, they've just tried to take 250 quid off me and said, "I'll flip it."
Yeah, that's what I mean. Mate, with trading, mate, you make 5% a month. So yeah, even if you've got 10 grand, you're gonna make pennies. Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, man. That's to kick him off. I can't lie. Currently in a short on GU, waiting on EU to reach 4-hour support. Short on GU or EU is that? GU. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we're into that 4-hour support. Yeah, I mean, I'll be waiting for that CRT low. I think this 8-hour CRT is going to get hit. I think we're going to hit this CRT low, take the low, and then boom. I'm mad. Oh, mate, leave it out, lad. Honestly, I've been. Oh yeah. Mate, go away, bro. Honestly. So all these people that request you, bro, and just do nothing on the app. Oh, bro, why are you spam inviting me? For what? So we can sit there for like. You actually accepted an invite. Yeah, yeah. More sauce for real. Trust me, bro. Why do you not trade New York if there's a clear setup? I mean, this is the whole point of trading, man. You don't want to be trading all the time. Yeah, exactly that, broski. Trust me. Why do I not trade the New York session? So trading's not about being in the market all the time. If you're in the market the whole time, something you need to understand is the market always wins. All right, the market always wins. So if you're in the market all the time, you're going to lose. The market's going to beat you. The only way you can actually do well off trading and make dough off trading is by specialising in a certain period of the day. So, for example, for me, I trade the London session. So I get really good at trading 3 hours of the day. I look for that one specific move, that manipulation move that comes during a specific time when the London session opens. It's one specific move. I'm getting really good at this one specific move, right? I'm watching, studying this one specific thing, this tiny little thing. I'm not trying to trade the whole market. If you trade the New York session and the London session, I can tell you now you're not profitable. I can just tell you for a fact that you're not. All profitable traders trade one session and one session only. Obviously, unless they're swing traders and stuff like that, it's a bit different. But yeah, it's basically like playing football, boys. You're not going to play as a goalie, as a centre back, as a winger, as a striker, as a DM. Do you know what I mean? You pick one position and you master it. You can't be a jack of all trades because you're not going to be a master of any of them, and you need to be a master in order to really kick on. It's not an easy game, remember. So yeah, that's why I only trade the London session. Morning, El Slapo, mate. How you doing? Slaps back in. But yeah, that's why we're on. Everyone subscribe as well, man. Everyone subscribe to the YouTube. We're basically at 2K. I better not get demonetized for this track I didn't even want to play. Who the fuck is that guy? Hang on. You know what I might do, boys? Might get a banging little steak from the butchers after this live. I'll get a banging little steak. There's a butcher's right near me and it is 10:10 as well. It's not one of them dead butchers. Proper English butchers. Turkish butchers are good for like barbecues because it's cheaper, but in my opinion I think the quality is better in English. To be fair, the kebabs from the Turkish one clears. I'll be honest. And the peppers, they do the banging peppers. If you man know about the stuffed peppers from the butchers, Turkish one cooks them. But for steaks, I think the English butcher's clear. I'm not gonna lie. Any connoisseurs in here, let me know. Fucked up so bad, I went short on GU at London Open, and then got out thinking it was going to be a long. Yeah, so that's something that we're massive on in the mentorship, boys. Is that we don't go stop loss at break even. Don't take partials. Don't trade up. Fucking hell. No stop loss at break even. Don't close it early, and don't take partials. That's what we're very big on in the mentorship. You got to remember, right? So I'll help you Morgs how to make that not happen, basically. So yeah, basically you went short and then you got scared and then thinking it was going to be long and then you closed your trade, right? So your goal as a trader first and foremost is not to win every trade, right? It's not to win every trade. Your goal is to follow a system that is profitable. You're focusing on following the system that is profitable, not winning a trade, if that makes sense, right? It's the same way in a casino, right? When, like with the casino, with the house, if it loses a hand, if the dealer loses a hand at blackjack, they don't think, oh no, I've lost this amount of money, I've lost. They're not trying to win every hand. They know that they have got an edge, right? The game is a strategy-based game where they have an edge, so they know all they need to do is just play the game. Just play the game. Stick to the rules and play the game. Play the game. And over time, the edge will play out. They lose a hand, they lose 2 hands, they lose 10 hands. They don't care. Because over time, the edge plays out. And that's what you need to do with trading. If you're focusing on each and every win and each and every loss, you're never going to progress because your psychology is going to be up, down, and you're just going to do what you did, which is get scared and close trades. You need to realise you've got to get a strategy, a defined strategy like we have, and then just focus on trading that strategy and realise if you trade it correctly, it will play out over time. You will make money. So it's not even about each win, each loss. It's about executing the plan correctly. Even if that's a loss, it's still a dark line. What are you saying, Tommy? In some GJ shorts. Fair play, Vish. Everyone double tap the screen. Let's get 2k likes in there. What do you reckon on with EU today? I think EU can push down a lot more. Yeah, it would have been nice if we came up to that, but it's not going to come in now, is it? So we'll get rid of that. Yeah, we want it to come into this 4 hour. Oh, sorry, what 15 minute. Yeah, we want it to come down into this 15 minutes. So this is the range, this is the low, this is the high. Currently in the premium, we want it to come into the discount. If you don't know, institutions, they sell at premium prices, they buy at discount prices, which is the same reason here. If we look at the prior day, remember, boys, it's not a coincidence. None of this stuff in the market is a coincidence. You look at the range yesterday. What was we doing all of yesterday? I was telling you the exact same thing yesterday on the live viewers here. So pretty similar situation. We've got a range low, we've got a range high. And at this point, was consolidating around. And people saying, oh, should I get in buy? Should I get in buys? I said, no, we're looking at sells, which we did. This was sent into the signals, by the way. So, yeah, big dub for the signal group. But, yeah, this was all on live. By the way, I stream on YouTube in it. So if you think anything I say is capped, you can go back into the live and watch me do it all live. It's all still there. But yeah, when we're at this premium point in price, we want to sell, and then when we're at the discount, that is when we'll buy. So you want to wait for your discount POIs. So here you can see, weren't interested in buyers at all. We weren't interested. We sold until we got into the discount, a discount POI, and then we bought up. So really, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing we're seeing now. Up here, why I wasn't looking for buyers, because you can see we're in the premium, right? Exactly as we was there, we're in the premium. We want us to sell into the discount, discount POI, and then have that move up, right? So very, very simple. And then let's just get rid of this, and you can see what we're looking for. Boom, boom, right? That's what we're looking for. Got TP at 116. What you charge for signals? Our signals are the best in the game, bro. Our signals are £100 a month or £500 for lifetime. But we're doubling our prices on Monday. We did have a big announcement in the Discord. Yeah, we're doubling our prices Monday, boys. We have been profitable, so we've got all of our results are public. Out of our last 16 months, we've been profitable for 15 months. The only losing month, we lost 1R, so 1%. This month, currently, we're up over 10%. This week, we are up over 6%. And yeah, we have no broker deal, nothing like that. So you can trade on whatever account you want, your personal account, your funded account, your demo, if you fucking want to, or your prop firm challenges, whatever it may be. Also, where we've got no broker deal, it means we don't have to force a trade. So guys in the Signal group can vouch, but we will maybe not have a trade for 2-3 days, and we won't force it. What other groups will do is they'll just put it in because they need commission, and they'll just want you. They don't have your best interest at heart, because they've got a broker deal who's above you, the client, and the broker deal is overseeing the relationship, so they can tell you to do something to your clients which fucks them over. We don't have that relationship. There's no broker. It's all in-house. It's just us and our clients. So yeah, we just look for the highest quality setups, which is why we're able to do what we do. We've built it well. You man will know, who has been watching me for a while, we've been cooking, like, before I even had a Signal group, we had an office in the best building in Canary Wharf. You can go on my Instagram or whatever to see that. Got my logo on the wall. You can Google the prices of the office. They're like fucking £5 a month. This is before I even had a Signal group. So we didn't have to take that shortcut route with the broker and get this crappy deal. We didn't have to do that. We was able to keep it all in-house because we already had dough there. So we could build something actually decent from the ground up. How do I join? Just get in the Discord, bro, and send me a message. My name on Discord is Louis. You'll see me. Someone comment my Discord if you can. If any of my viewers are in here, someone comment my Discord. If you can't find my Discord though, just go to my Instagram and it's in my bio. My Instagram is RichSFX. Instagram there, and just go to my bio, and my Discord's on there. You can get in the signals. Once you join the Discord, you'll see me. My name's Louis in there. Just get in the Discord in general though, boys. If you're watching me today, it's a free Discord community, but it's the best in the UK. Best community in the UK. We've got nearly 9k people in there. No bots, all real people. None, mate. You see these other groups, they're just, people aren't really serious. Just hit SL on EU buy. Couldn't care less. I know why I lost, and bring on the next, probably next week. Overall, I'm up. Yeah, that's what I mean, Flux. I mean, as I said, I wouldn't have personally gone for the buy, and I was pretty much saying that the whole live, that I'm not looking for buyers. So the fact that you still kept yours open and still trusted your own analysis, that's great psychology there. So even though you took the loss, you definitely did the right thing, and that's what we're talking about. Fat ribeye, trust me, Lou, mate. You know, mate. Oh, it's gonna be. I'm gonna get a big old steak. Never really see people using the 30-minute time frame as the reason you like it. Yeah. So the 30-minute, the 15-minute, and the 5. I'll be honest, right? Let me spit some game right now. 30-minute, 15-minute, and 5-minute is the only real time frame where you can see what we are mitigating on the intraday. Is where you can see what we're actually mitigating. 30-minute, 15, and 5. If you're looking like at the actual, like what are we doing basically? What are we mitigating? What are we tapping into? What are we moving to next? What fair value gaps are we coming into? What order blocks are we coming into? It's not going to be the 1 minute. It's not going to be the 2 minute. It's not going to be the hourly. These are the 3 you want to use to actually see what we're tapping into. So the 15-minute and the 5-minute is like the best. But when you've got things like this where it's clearly got a fair value gap there, but just not on the 15. Okay. He's had Che Guevara as his fucking. Okay, this guy had UK in his name. I seem to doubt that ever so slightly. May I ask, do you wait for the 8 AM sweep to place a trade? 7 AM, bro. 7 AM. Yeah, I don't go with signals with broker deals. Yeah, trust me, bro. So dead. Looks like that. What's that, bro? I don't want to say that thing, so I feel like you're baiting me into saying something, but I've just said it in my head, and I don't think you are. I don't know. When you say 10% on what account size, bro? That's yeah. So that's why we do it in percent. It's because it's universal. That's the whole point of percentages, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's not like saying, oh, we made $1,000 today. Then you could say what account size. Percent just means percent. So I was trading on a 200k. So I made 10% of that. Someone else will be on a £100 personal account. Okay, this guy's hair is so bad. Probably shouldn't have said that. It was actually really cool. That guy had a really cool haircut. I just can't go live with him because I'm busy, but he did have a really cool haircut. This guy's also got a really cool haircut. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, so percentage universal. There's probably people on a £500 account that made 10%. I'm on a 200k account, made 10%. Other people on 100k funded, 50k funded, 10% is universal for whatever. That's why we keep it in percent. That's another thing, boys. If a group is saying, oh, we made $1,000 today, it's meaningless. It doesn't mean anything. Percent is the only thing that matters in trading. Percent is literally the only thing that matters. Do you need 1k followers to go live? Yeah. Naz is ending me. Well, what are you in, bro? What trade are you in? Do you just wait for the age of sweep and enter off an IFBG? Sort of, bro. You go on my YouTube channel, Richess FX. I've got a video on my strategy. You can watch it. Watch my most recent video. And you can see I've literally got step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Yeah, this is my YouTube and Instagram, boys. Just get in the Discord through that. No one's trying to comment my Discord because there's only like 30 man in here. But yeah, go on me at Instagram, YouTube. But yeah, wait for a 7 AM sweep, not 8 AM. Do you have a fixed RR based on your strategy, or do you target certain levels? Certain levels, bro. Certain levels every time. Every single time. And you can see, like yesterday, Asia low. So we wait for the Asia high to get taken. Wait for the Asia high to get taken. And then we trade it down into the Asia low. Pretty simple. And we see this play out time and time and time again. You can see Asia low taken, traded into the Asia high. You see, this is an example of a day where we had a continuation, so we didn't get the reverse that we want. Again, this one here, you can see low swept, traded into the high, etc, etc. I'm not going to go through it every single day, but yeah, this is basically what I do every day on live, boys. So you'll be able to see me trade the strategy daily, and you'll see me absolutely cooking with it. As I said, boys, we do go live every single day for the London session. I explain how my strategy works, trade it live, and then also send signals in. I don't really know what else, like how any group comes close. I explain my strategy, trade it live every day, and it's a profitable strategy. Like, you cannot watch my live for 2 weeks and say my strategy is not fucking unreal. You just literally can't, bruv. And I'm the only person who will do it live. People claim their strategy is good and that, but they'll do it behind a paywall or something, or only to their members. I literally go live on YouTube or TikTok. Anyone can tune in, anyone can criticize. And you, man, watch when you see my YouTube video. I'm literally trading exactly according to my strategy, according to my video, according to what I teach in the mentorship. And we cook literally week after week after week after week after week. And not only that, do we do it live, so we put our money where our mouth is. We also have signals, and again, money where our mouth is. We've been profitable 15 out of the last 16 months. I'm getting so many invites to lives, bro. Who are these guys, bro? And what platform? What strategy? Asia liquidity strategy, bro. It's my own strategy. What's your win rate? About 50%, bro. Average RR 3%. What percent you up on the month? 10%, bro, or just over 10, like 11%. Oh my days, bro. I'm getting so many invites. How do you identify the highs and lows of the session? It's our own indicator, bro. We built it into an indicator for our members. I mean, we've been trading this strategy for years, so it's only right. But it's this one here. If you want to get in, just go on the Discord, boys, and just ask for it in the free chat, and I'll send it to you, or someone will send it to you. You just can't find it on the store. You can't just type it in because it's like a custom one that we made. But yeah, I don't mind giving it out to anyone. Just getting the Discord, boys. Stu pinned it a minute ago. Just copy and paste that in browser. Do you take partials? Nah, bro. Just wait for TP or SL. It's bad psychology to wait to take partials, in my opinion. What's EG doing? Is EG still retracing? Could actually be decent re-entries on EG. To be fair, I can actually see it re-tapping the DTO. I can actually see it coming back into the DTO. Hi, mate. What's your best video for a total beginner? I don't even understand the concept of Forex trading. Right, so luckily you said that, bro. We do have a 3-part series exactly for you. And then something else. Wait, so let me show you. Right, so this is what you want to be watching. 2 trades yesterday, 2 winners, losing streak of 8 L's. Lovely, bro. So does that mean you're up overall? Up overall now, Josh, yeah? You think EG will carry on up? Yeah, I do. I mean, higher time frame, definitely. But in terms of right now, I can see us potentially coming back down to entry. We'll wait and see, though. I'll have a look at it. Do you have a third-party thing linked to your account for long-term track record? Nah, bro. You only need that if you're like trying to trade for a fund. But to be honest, I've been contacted by funds a fair bit recently, but it's just not worth it, in my opinion, for me anyway. I wouldn't mind working in some capacity for a fund, but as the main trader, it's just not worth it. It's got to be a huge fund for it to be worth it, and like, if it's a huge fund, you've got to do it full time, so it's a bit of a catch-22. Oh yeah, what I was going to say, right, so on my YouTube channel, I've got a complete and utter beginner series if you literally have no idea what trading is. So come down to the here, go on videos, and then go down, you'll see this one, ground zero. So number 1, what is trading for beginners? Number 2, pips, lots and spreads for beginners. And number 3, how to trade Forex. So these are what you want to watch, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. And then also, if you go to my website and you go on free content, I've got a free course there for you. So you just sign in. I've got a free course. You just click get started and then you just put in your details. Simple as that, boys. So yeah, YouTube and then on the website as well. Yeah, this one's already entered, bro. I keep getting that, bruv. Limescale. Scarlet, wow, why has that been brought back up? You think EG will carry on up? Let's see. Yeah, nice. Gold entering that discount now, you can see. In that discount. So now we're reaching times where you would potentially want to be looking to buy up to these. Any other page you want me to have a look at, boys? Or I might jump off soon. I'll stay on if there's anything you want me to look at, anything you want me to answer. If not, I'll jump off. Record a little YouTube vid or something. Why is there bare police outside? But yeah, let me know. I'm probably going to jump off if not. If you man are all good. Mate, EG's annoying though. It does just do stuff like this with news. It has them big old gaps. Yeah, I mean, I think we are probably going to at least take out the news low for that liquidity. We could potentially move up after that. You can see we basically CRT'd that big candle. I know it's a 5-minute candle, but it's a very significant candle, 3G, and it moved 7 pips, which 3G is pretty big. I mean, that's the size of the entire Asia range. 6.4 pips, you can see. So basically done the entirety of what Asia did in 5 minutes. So I'm expecting this low to get taken, and then hopefully we can continue. Is Japan 65 a good short? Not saying I trade, bro. I don't know why you actually traded. How come you're trading that? What's the confirmation you use for the reversals to the upside? I either use market structure shift, fair value gaps, or inverse fair value gaps. Again, this is all on my most recent YouTube vid, boys. I've got a screenshot where I say the exact 3 things that we use. But yeah, an inverse fair value gap, a normal fair value gap, or a market structure shift. Enjoy the day, lads. See you lot tomorrow. Sweet El Slappo. Sound, I'll check it out. Sweet. Sweet Malls. What brokes less platform? Well, this is TradingView, bro. But yeah, I'm going to jump off now anyway. I think most people's pretty clear. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was a slow day. It was a slow day today, probably the slowest day of the last few weeks, really. Literally nothing really to come into. I mean, we knew that though. I knew viewers would be a little bit low today and trades would be a little bit low because we've got so much news for the London session. But yeah, man, it's all done now. So tomorrow should be a much better day. Let's have a look at next week quickly. Yeah, next week's going to be a really nice day. So, really nice week. We've got no news in the London session. So we've got a lot of US dollar news, pretty much. Yeah, well, literally every single news event next week is the dollar, so the euro and the pound should move pretty decently. And yeah, we've got employment news. Yeah, we've got unemployment, FOMC, jolts. That's not huge, but yeah. Yeah, basically employment and FOMC and funds rate, federal funds rate. Yeah, so next week should be a lot nicer for the London session. But yeah, still very nice this week. I'm probably done for the day. And at what time? Yeah, I'm live. Will you stream tomorrow? Yeah, bro, I'm live at 8 a.m. Get in the Discord, bro, because I send an announcement to the Discord every single day. But yeah, I'll be live at 8 a.m, bro. Or just subscribe to my YouTube and turn notifications on, and you'll see me go live. At 8 o'clock, I'll go live. Mace will be live at 1 on YouTube. So if you want to go live, if you want to see not me live, but Mace live at 1, then yeah, it'll be on my YouTube channel or our YouTube channel at 1. So yeah, boys, appreciate you tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one, boys. Sweet. It was a decent live, to be fair. I mean, not gonna lie, there was not a lot of people in there, but everyone who was in there stayed for time. I just took that low. Nice. Alright, yeah, boys, I'm gonna jump off though. I'm gonna jump off now. Appreciate you tuning in. As I said, quite a slow day, but mate, every time there's one of these days we learn. Hopefully you lot learn. Again, well, I want to pick out something you could have learned from every stream. Even if there's no trades, you're still learning. For example, hopefully you know now. We did take the Asia low there, and I'm assuming a lot of people, well, some people might have got in and tried to go for longs up to the higher with a strategy. Hopefully you know now why we weren't looking for that. Why I weren't looking for that, and that's just going to increase your win rate a lot more. So remember, even if there's not trades, there's still so much to be learned. So much to be learned. So much to be learned, right? Again, same thing with GU. A lot of people was probably looking at longs. Hopefully now you know why we wasn't looking for longs and was rather looking for shorts, which obviously we've got short bias right. The only day we do Asia liquidity grab doesn't actually work is the day that we said it's not going to work. But yeah, there's a Discord in the chat, boys, if you're not already in there. Appreciate you all tuning in for this one, and I'll catch you in the next live. Macy's going to be live at 1 p.m. And I'll be live at 8 tomorrow. I'm going to get back to all my DMs now. So if you want to get in the Signals mentorship or one-to-ones or Parsha challenge, any one of those, send me a message. As I said, Signals, get in this week before price goes up next week. All right, we're doubling in price next week, so get in while you can. Big up to everyone who watched today, and I'll catch you in the next live, boys. Sweet.